Relationships are channels in which we naturally learn, grow, and become better people. This happens by nature. Whether we learn from love or from loss, relationships are always teaching us lessons about ourselves and about others. You can never fully learn a lesson without experiencing it for yourself, but today I want to share with you some lessons that I have learned on my journey. Whether this helps you in your own unique situation or just validates the things that you already know to be true, I hope it resonates, and let's get into it. Number 1. Anytime we are deciding if a relationship is right for us, if it's serving us, whether we're talking about a romantic relationship or just a friendship, we should always ask ourselves, do I like who I am when I'm with this person? What side of you does this person bring out? I think often we overthink whether we should be in a relationship because we have attachments to that person. But often the answer is very clear. Do I like myself when I'm with this person? Love should make you more of who you are, not less. The second thing that I have learned is it's never worth it to lose yourself to make someone else happy. Often we stay in relationships with people way longer than we should have. But when we do that, we're not helping either person. We are not helping ourselves, and we're also not helping that person either. And when we stay in any type of relationship to make someone else happy, then we lose ourselves. And it's absolutely never worth it to lose yourself to make someone else happy. You should always, always, always stay true to yourself. We are always changing. Nothing in life is permanent. We are constantly changing as human beings. And so because of that, someone that we might have been compatible with at the beginning, we may no longer be compatible with because we have changed so much or they have changed so much, which is just a natural part of life. But often people cannot accept this change that has happened. So they hold on to the relationship because they're scared of letting go. But because of that, instead of continuously evolving and flourishing into this new version of themselves, they hang on to this old version of themselves. Number 3. In a relationship, you should always work on and focus on your own half of the relationship. Don't try to change someone. As long as your half is taken care of, then you'll see what happens. This person can either grow and change and treat you the way that you deserve, or they will not. But as long as you have taken care of your half, then you can let go, knowing that you did the best that you could. Do not try to change someone, because someone can only change if they want to change. And also, there are certain things about people that you don't want to change, that you shouldn't change, because that's just a part of who they are. And you don't want to change who they are. So if you realize that you're just not compatible in that way, then it is what it is. Which brings me into point number 4. So there are certain things that can be worked on and are worth working on, but others that can't without you trying to change someone. For example, having disagreements in a relationship is normal and healthy because we're all very different people. So of course we're not always going to agree on everything, and that's also how relationships can help us grow more as people. We learn from these disagreements and we learn how to compromise with another person and see things from their perspective. But when it comes to what makes someone who they are, that is not something that you can or should try to change. Such as if they just have different interests than you, or if you are on this growth journey and they're not. You can share the things that you're learning with them and inspire them to maybe do so, but you can't force or expect them to, because that might just not be what they're interested in, and that might just not be their journey. Number 5. Sometimes you will just never see eye to eye with someone about something because you are operating from completely different awarenesses, different life stories, different perspectives, and you have to accept that. They cannot see something the way that you do because the lens in which you view the world is entirely different. I've had to learn this lesson in all sorts of ways, but it's allowed me to really become a wiser person, a more patient person with everyone, because even if I don't agree with someone about something, I can try my very best to understand why they see things the way that they do because of their perspective. And I have the awareness that this person literally does not have the capacity to see things in the way that I'm seeing them, because I've lived a different life and I've had different experiences and challenges. So therefore, they just simply cannot see things the way that I do. All you can really do is try your very best to have empathy and understanding for others, but also to set boundaries or even end a relationship or friendship entirely if it's just not working for you. Number 6, you do not have to feed into other people's demons. You do not have to react. Of course, that is easier said than done, and I think is learned over time with patience and practice at not reacting to other people's anger or jealousy or triggers. This is really just about learning to protect your peace and not letting other people's triggers and other people's demons disturb your peace, because they are just simply doing the best that they can with the awareness that they have, and so are you. Number 7, anyone who truly loves you will always want the best for you. They will want you to succeed. Although that might sound very obvious, you may likely have had a friendship or a relationship before with someone who seemed like they did not want the best for you, likely because they were jealous of you. They didn't want to see you succeed because they were so insecure themselves. So obviously they are projecting their own demons and their own triggers onto the relationship, but that doesn't mean that you need to have them in your life, because that's just toxic. And the last, possibly most important thing that I've learned about relationships is to not let other people's unhappiness stop you from being happy. One of my personal biggest challenges in life has been the people that I love most going through very tragic things or having really bad mental health issues. For those of you who have gone through this before, you know how hard it can be to stay happy and positive when someone that you love so much is not, and you want to help them, but you don't know how. But I have constantly had to remind myself throughout my life that it is not fair to myself to be unhappy because other people around me are not happy, because there's nothing that I can do about that. I can offer them my support and my love, but I need to let myself be happy. So if that's something that you're struggling with, just try to remember that. You deserve to be happy, and you can only be happy through authenticity, through staying true to yourself. So leave relationships, friendships, and even business partnerships in the past if they are no longer in alignment with your true self now. If they are holding you back in any way, if they are not serving you, if they are not treating you the way that you deserve to be treated, leave those in the past and make room for new ones. I promise you it will be worth it, and you will see that not long after. Thank you so very much for joining me in today's video. Make sure to leave a comment below sharing something that you have learned from your relationships. I would love to hear your perspective, and I would love to keep the conversation going in the comment section. And also, if you resonate with the things that I have to say and you would like to see more of my content, then definitely subscribe. I would love to have you a part of my safe space community. But other than that, I really hope that I see you in my next video.